It's time for King Kong in this bitch. Your boy gonna review it. 4K, over 3 hours. Crazy. Let's talk about it. Guys, it's hot like crazy outside. I bet you can fry an egg on the porch. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I don't like the sun. I know I'm brown, but goddamn. But we ain't here for that. We're here for King Kong. But before we get to that, allow me to introduce myself. It's your boy, Brass Tax in this bitch. You already know. You already know. I remember going to the theater to watch it. I didn't know what to expect, but I came away very impressed with it. And even then, before the extended version, it was a pretty long movie, but I didn't feel it one bit. Shot in 35mm. Visual effects, 2K. Digital intermediate, 2K. Dts X master audio. You're gonna ask what I think about this.
Reference, quality, transfer.
God damn! The detail is off the charts. Amazing. You're gonna notice that from the offset. Everything looks crisp. Maybe a little too sharp in parts. The jungle scenes, Kong, the lizards, the T-Rex, the chick in it, she can get the dick. I ain't even gonna lie to you. You get taxed, baby. Just the clothing, little bits of the cotton fiber poking out of that bitch. The scales on those lizards. Everything is very, very, very noticeable. There is noise in this as well, but it's not overwhelming, not at all. Depth is also beautiful. Jungle scenes, shit goes on for days sometimes. In some of the shots, you can see right into the distance in that bitch. Makes you want to be there, but not quite, because you see all the shit that happens in that movie. God damn. When they're in the ship at the beginning, the interior, there's nice space between characters, for sure. Nice three-dimensional pop, some more than others in certain scenes, but it looks great. Depth is great. The HDR, god damn! Naomi Watts, A1. You look beautiful, baby. There's a scene where Naomi Watts is getting chased through the jungle by the T-Rex in this bitch. And what you see is the sun shining through the jungle tree leaves in this bitch, bouncing off the T-Rex as the T-Rex is chasing her. My gosh, I almost came, I ain't gonna lie to you. Nice, vibrant, punchy HDR. Scenery is beautiful. It's definitely noticing a wider color palette that isn't present on the 1080p. The different tones on Kong, what have you, HDR is a winner. You know what HDR is like? Back in the day, maybe when you were 15, 16 in this bitch, and you were in college, school, whatever, and everyone used to pick on this fat girl, and you were the only person who kind of had her back. Cause you were being a nice guy, and then 10 years later, she 25, she looking like Jennifer Lopez in this bitch in her prime, and she's like, listen, I appreciate you standing up for me back then. You had my back. I appreciate what you did for me. I want to give you the cooch. That feeling you have when she's saying that, and she the finest girl ever, that's the feeling you get when you watch the HDR in this bitch. I ain't gonna lie to you. It is a win. I've been through that, true story. Black levels are deep and inky throughout. 100% black levels are a win. There's some nighttime shots, even points when they're on the ship, and when Naomi Watts, she's in this tree trunk hiding. You can see so much more detail that just wasn't there in the 1080p. Black levels are a win. CGI. Remember I just talked about when she in the tree log in this bitch, and she got those centipedes and shit, those big ass centipedes. They look a little fake, I ain't gonna lie to you. There are some green screens here and there, which you notice, but it's not overly offensive. The lizards in King Kong look very sharp and very detailed, but in some movement, it looks suspect. You know those dinosaurs, those big ass dinosaurs, like the kind of first encounter where they're getting chased down the hill? There's like a million of those mofos. It doesn't look as bad as I thought it would, but you notice things here and there. Nothing is ever gonna be as bad as the Scorpion King in The Mummy Returns. The Dts X on this is very good. Reference in parts. Certain things do stand out, but yeah, I'm a big fan of Atmos, and I think that's gonna win hands down when comparing it to Dts X most of the time anyway. It's good. It's definitely an upgrade from the Bluray. You know, on a side point, let's talk, you know, there's the sound they use in this movie generally, in terms of the special effects, are A1. When T-Rex and Naomi Watts are hanging, and he's trying to take a bite at her, and you hear that kind of clogging sound, the sound of his teeth. God damn, that shit sounded amazing in Dts X. Great space and sound. Great surround sound, especially a fight with King Kong and T-Rex. You're hearing all this other shit around you. Not quite reference, but good nonetheless. You'll definitely appreciate. You crank that sound all the way up to 10, your girl's panty's gonna drop right there. She ain't even gonna touch it. They're just gonna fall off in that bitch. I was expecting an upgrade, maybe even an appreciable upgrade in picture quality. I wasn't expecting it to be as good as it was. It's a reference disc, 100%. When I watched it, I actually forgot how much I enjoyed this movie. Pick it up. That's all really I gotta say about it. All right, guys. You take care. I'm gonna catch up with you next time.